Hello and welcome to English 24. Let's speak about speaking. Today we have this question. How fast should you speak? Let's look at the answer straight away, shall we? There is no simple answer. There is no one answer for this question. Okay, there is no one answer. So before we get into the details about how fast you should speak, let's look at this one. Let's debunk this myth that fluency is speed, fluency is pace. People say, or people have a perception that if you have to be fluent, you have to be fast, or you have to be a fast speaker. You have to speak very fast to be fluent. No, that's not correct. Fluency is your ability to speak well. And what do we mean by speak well? Speak well means speak correctly with fairly good pronunciation so that people can understand you. So that is speak well. So fluency is your ability to speak well. It doesn't mean you have to speak very fast to be fluent. A speaker who is fluent can speak slowly at times and can change his or her pace in a different context or a different situation. So the first fact that you have to understand and underline from today's lesson is that fluency is not pace. It does not mean that you have to speak very fast to be fluent speaker of English language. Let's get that point first. Now let's move on. How fast should you speak? It depends on context, situation, who you are speaking to or who you are speaking with, and what you are speaking about. So all these things are important things when it comes to your pace. Context or situation, who you are speaking to and who you are speaking with, or who you are speaking to, or who you are speaking with, and what you are speaking about. All these things are very important things when it comes to your pace. So let's look at context or situation. See, you're in a classroom, you're speaking to a group of students like me. You're in a classroom, I'm a teacher, and I teach different students who have different linguistic backgrounds. Or some students, I can say some students are very fluent in English and some are not. So some are native speakers of English and some are not. And some language ability is so poor. So in that context, I have to be fairly slow so that everyone can understand. So if I'm very fast, of course, those native English students can of course understand me. But now the question is not about them. The question is about those students who are very poor in English language. So if I speak very fast, they can understand, but they can't understand me. Now, what should I do? I should speak in a way that they can understand as well as they can understand. Okay? So I speak slowly. So in that classroom of students where I have students, native as well as non-native students, I try to speak slowly so that everyone can understand. That is one situation. And similarly, I go to a stage and I speak about an important topic. I don't prefer to speak very fast in a way that doesn't, carry the meaning or the idea that I'm trying to express with the listeners. So I should speak in a way that each and everything that I express is carried from me to the listener. So even in that position, even in that situation, I would try to speak in a medium pace, may not be very fast. Now let's move on and have a chat with a friend of ours. Okay, a chat, a conversation, a casual conversation. That's what we call a chat. So I'm going to have a chat with a friend of mine. Now, I just asked this question. What do you have in the morning? What do you have in the morning? So I don't really have to bring down my pace and ask, what did you have in the morning? Okay, or what did you have in the morning? So I don't have to break down my speed, or I don't have to bring my speed down there. Actually, that's a casual conversation, just a sentence, and I should speak, with a fair pace there. So the question is, what did you have in the morning? And the answer, I had bread and butter in the morning. And if the answer is from me, I would say in the same way, oh, I had bread and butter in the morning. So it's fairly fast. Now, why fast and why not slow? Let's have a look at the same sentence by bringing down the pace. The same sentence, let's try this. I had bread and butter in the morning. It's so dramatic, actually. The sentence or the way of expression is so dramatic. And here, in your bread and butter, there is nothing dramatic. You don't have to be dramatic here. Okay, you don't have to dramatize this one. Yes, but let's speak about Antarctica. Let's speak about Antarctica. Let's speak about climate change. The biggest problem that we're facing today is climate change. Global warming is killing animals around the world. So the pace is slow. I slowed down it. Now what happens? Yes, it is dramatic. And what I want to do is I want to carry my emotion. It's from here to the listeners. I want to carry that emotion. I want to carry the same feeling from me to the listener. And you won't get that same feeling if I say, oh, climate change is the biggest problem that we're facing today. And look at Antarctica. What's happening there? You're killing so many animals. So I can actually speak very fast if I need. But the problem is that I won't carry the same sort of thing that I carry when I break down my sentences into smaller chunks and I try to stress each and every word there. Now what happens? I'm so serious about it. So now you get the picture. I believe you're getting the picture about pace. So your pace depends on various things such as what situation you are speaking, or who you are speaking to, or who you are speaking with, and then what you are speaking about. You said you are speaking about your breakfast. You don't really have to be, so slow. Yeah, or you say a casual conversation. I met her in the evening. I met her in the evening. Okay, so it's quite a casual conversation. You don't have to break down that sentences into smaller chunks. Say, I met her in the evening. You don't have to, but say, oh, she is absolutely gorgeous. Now you want to dramatize this sentence, and you did it by breaking down the sentence into smaller chunks. At the same time, what you do is, when you broke down the sentences into smaller pieces, you brought down the pace as well. So now it's different. She is absolutely gorgeous. Now you see the difference. So this is what I'm talking about. And this is what we have to do. There is no constant pace. So let's look at the cracks. There is no constant pace. It must be adapted. You must adapt to different situations, or you must change your pace based on different situations. On a stage, you can speak fast when you need it, or when you feel like, okay, I should speak these sentences or these things very fast. And when you want to bring back the attention to its best possible way, you want to get the attention, grab the attention of the listeners, then you bring down the pace and you change the modulation. Okay, you stress more words. So that is one way. And then you go to after the stage, you go to a friend of yours, and then you speak about the stage program. You're going to bring back the pace and you're going to speak very fast. Yes, it was very nice. I really enjoyed being there, and conversation was such a good one. So you see that it is not broken into smaller chunks. So your pace depends on various things. There is nothing like a predefined pace. You have to speak this fast. There is nothing like that. And situation, as I said, who you are speaking with or who you are speaking to, what you are speaking about. Your breakfast can be, quite normal. There is nothing to dramatize there. Yep. And then what you are speaking about, yes, what you are speaking about, who you are speaking with, and then situation, context, etc. So all these things are important things. And if you think that this lesson is a useful one, please subscribe to the channel and press that bell icon as well, so that you will be notified every time we upload our videos. That is an important thing, isn't it? So brought down the pace. And then what else? Share it with your friends as well if you think that it is going to be useful for them. And then what else? I think that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you in our next video.